What's up, world? Milkman, Mr. Milktastic, come back at you with another episode, splashing the Fishbowl. On today's episode, I should be happy. I should be happy that I'm a pappy, but I didn't have any enjoyment in this stuff so far. No happiness has come from these revelations and these things. So happy. Let's get at it. Let's get at this happiness. Let's find us some happiness in this world. Let's find us some enjoyment. Let's find something to focus on that's going to keep us happy. That's what we're doing right now. We're putting the focus cap on and we're trying to use the eyes like lasers. You know what I'm saying? Because the eyes is like lasers. Whatever you focus on, that's what your mind going to be on. So we have to put our eyes on something that's gonna make us happy. Oh my gosh. I don't know what it's supposed to be like. I don't know what it's like to be in a relationship and go through a pregnancy 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. I don't know what that's like. You know what I'm saying? I can't explain it. I got love for my 5 stepchildren, you feel me? I don't know what it's like to have a bond with your own child. Like, I don't know what that entails. I've never felt that kind of happiness from like, oh, this really me? Like, I ain't never felt that kind of happiness. Maybe it's a different kind of happiness, you know? But, yeah, you gotta focus your eyes on the shit that make you happy. You know what I'm saying? Focus your mind on the shit that make you happy. Cause that's all you got in this world is yourself. Even when you had kids, even when you have kids, the kids might grow up and say fuck you. You know what I'm saying? So don't just throw your life away because you got kids and forget to have a life. But what the kids grow up and say fuck you, and now you done stop living to go have a life to raise these little kids, and they growing up saying fuck you. Or like something I was reading in Proverbs, like Ecclesiastics, Solomon was saying like, it's vanity that a nigga go out and build a kingdom, then you might have to leave it to a son that don't know how to run the damn kingdom even after you showed him. That means he just gonna fuck up the money. So yeah, but I don't know what that feel like, happiness from a child or a kid or, you know, being a parent. Maybe it's a different type of happiness. But you got to focus on shit that's going to make you happy in life, for real. You can't be going through life full of regrets, depressed, sad. That shit'll make your bones dry. You know what I'm saying? We don't need dry bones out here. You hear me? We don't need dry bones out here. We need medicine for the heart. Medicine for the heart is joy. You gotta focus on shit that's gonna make you happy and joyful and whatever that might be. That's what you gotta focus on. And you also have to change the conversation. See, that's why I keep trying to remind myself, even in my head, like it wanna be a sad part of life. You know, a depressing part of life, and I'm trying to refuse that and refute that. Like, no, it's not, bitch. God woke us up this morning, another episode, bitch. You better get out here and be happy and enjoy this shit once you die tonight. And you sad all day, bitch. You better enjoy your life. Fuck you talking about, nigga. Fuck you mean, nigga. You done 3 years in prison, now you free, bitch. You better enjoy every day out here of this freedom. Think about your dog, hot boy, he in there locked up. You know what I'm saying? Think about all your other brothers and niggas in there locked up. And you out here in the free world, I'm sad, I'm so sad. Nigga, this big free world, look at this big ass bridge I'm on. Big free ass world out here, nigga, I'm gonna find me some happiness. You better find you some. And people gonna do what they wanna do and be happy and have lunch with who they wanna have lunch with and talk to who they wanna talk to. So enjoy your life. For real, dude. Hey man, we gotta figure out what's gonna make us happy. We're trying to put the eyes on the happiness like it's a laser. Like it's a laser. What's gonna make the boy happy? We got a blazer. You know what I'm saying? Do you understand? We just need to be in the algorithm. We are not bullshitting with you. You just need to keep it at like 1 million plus a week. We almost at 2 million. Shout out to y'all that be reposting and commenting and sharing and liking. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Got your man's at damn near 2 million views. Appreciate y'all. We gonna surpass that $1 million. What's up, Muhammad? We gonna surpass that $1 million too. Y'all hit that like button for me. Appreciate y'all hitting that like button. Surpass the 1 million views. We gonna surpass $1 million too. That's what we're working on. We gotta surpass that immediately, expeditiously. Millionaire Mr. Milk, man, Mr. Milk-tastic. We should be happy. So let's get at this happiness. Let's get at this happiness. We gotta find it. We gotta obtain it. We don't know what it looks like. We don't know what makes me happy now. Have you ever been so lost in life you don't know what makes you happy? I don't know what makes me happy right now. I can't think of nothing that makes me happy right now. I'm grateful. I'm very grateful for my life and to still be alive and to survive all that I survived and to have all the motion that I got motion in. And I thank God for it. You feel me? Never ungrateful. Thank God for the trials and tribulations, the ups and downs, the good, the bad, and the ugly. I'm trying to get to more of the good, less of the bad and the ugly. God give it, God take it away. Devil took everything Job had and God blessed him with double. We just got to withstand this test of fire. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
No Super Bowl. Hey, hey, hey. From the city of the go-getter, go get it, hustler, get out the muscle, is a beat broken on your dick, looking sicker than the things. Hell no, we gon' ball. Candy paint 30-inch wheels and all, and ain't no job, but we still getting to it. If you working 9 to 5, pull overtime just to survive, still stay alive. What's the move for the paper? What's the move for the paper? What's the move to survive? Gotta stay alive. What's the move for the paper? What's the move for the paper? Let's go. All over the globe. I'm turned up in my soul. And everywhere we go, we connect with the city. You know I got the country boys with me. We're connected with the souls. Asians, Jamaicans, Cubans, Mexicans, and every other race I connect with. Motec, bitch, DJ worldwide. Play my shit, so what you wanna be a hater, bitch? I'ma play a bitch, write a letter, bitch. I'ma come straight through your hood on some fucking hater shit. And I'm linking up with whoever trying to get this paper, bitch. From the city of the go-getter, go get it, hustler, get out the muscle, is a beat broken on your dick, looking sicker than the bricks. Hell no, we gon' ball. Candy paint 30-inch wheels and all, and ain't no job, but we still getting to it. If you working 9 to 5, pull overtime just to survive, still stay alive. What's the move for the paper? What's the move for the paper? What's the move to survive? Gotta stay alive. What's the move for the paper? What's the move for the paper? Let's gotta be fly, gotta get fly. Can't tell you why ladies always gon' love on the guy with that bankroll. So fuck what you think, bro. I'm about to go bankroll, and this is my bankroll. I'm blowing up like bankroll. It's hard work to pay it off, and I am so grateful for everything I've been blessed with. No devil can take this. I make hits like I'm making Chris in the kitchen, a quick fix, a good shit. I had you do it for a minute while you running around and get it. Millions of vision, and I will not stop until I can't go cash in. From the city of the go-getter, go get it, hustler, get out the muscle, is a beat broken on your dick, looking sicker than the bricks. Hell no, we gon' ball. Candy paint 30-inch wheels and all, and ain't no job, but we still getting to it. If you working 9 to 5, pull overtime just to survive, still stay alive. What's the move for the paper? What's the move for the paper? What's the move to survive? Gotta stay alive. What's the move for the paper? What's the move for the paper? Let's get it. Yo,
Hey, beat it over, bust it open for a real nigga. She be drinking C-Mo's, her pussy feel different. See, when it's brick by brick, that shit build different. Little baby look like a brick house, that shit built different. Hey, do it fast and slow with it, baby, touch your toes with it. She done hit the floor with it, I done do a whole fit it. Who them niggas mugging? Luckily, I bought my pole with me. Hey, fuck with Tony, nigga, ugly for show, nigga. Now slow motion for me. She say the kitty had been waiting, gonna stroke it for me. She told me to put that phone away, she won't be focused on her. She chocolate and she must not know that I love mocha on. I'm sloppy, eat that pussy like a goblin, got it soaking, homie. My dick so thick it got a pussy wide open for me. I pay for ass shots and now it's size poking on her. And now these rappers all of a sudden wanna focus on her. If it ain't mine, you can have it, I don't even want it. If it ain't mine, you can have it, I don't even want it. I'm getting money, touching keys just like Stevie Wonder. Can't see no hater, know these niggas wanna see me phone. My money coming in hundreds and make these bitches famous. Now make that ass clap. She say see on her period, tell her take her ass back. Acting bougie like a booty Judy when it's really flat. I forgot what her name was. Ever attack. Now slow motion for me.
You know she like riding boy, she the coach buddy. She doing everything it take to beat the MVP. She said ain't no wrong hole when she round me. It's going down, G.
Now slow motion for me. She say the kitty had been waiting, gonna stroke it for me. She told me to put that phone away, she won't be focused on her. She chocolate and she must not know that I love mocha on. I'm sloppy, eat that pussy like a goblin.
Dark chocolate with a splash of the cherry in the middle. She a bad little thing, but sit in the middle. Like white skin, brown skin, dark and white. I don't give a fuck, we can get it on tonight. I be on some other shit when I'm hot with a bitch. I ain't trying to hear the talking, I'm suck on a bitch. Keep my eyes closed, bitch. It's a million a mission, and I gotta get this money. Hope you hoes is listening. Oh,
I like it like that. I like it like that, shout.
bust it open for me, bust it open for me, bust it open for me, go on, bust it open for me.
I like it like that. I like it like that. Turn on.
Bust it open for me, bust it open for me, bust it open for me, go on, bust it open for me, like,
Oh, young out track.
She's sexy, she's so sexy. She's smart, she bad. She I like the way she drop it when she hit the stage. She bad, she's sexy, so sexy. She's smart, she bad. She 100,000. I like the way she drop it when she hit the stage. She go to school, she work for Sonic. Shawty going hammer, God honor. She learned to hustle in the hood, it ain't no need for phonics. She all about the curves, electronics. She a baby, she make her own dough. Getting money, now she rocking diamonds like a light show. The way she chase the money, you would think her money low. Cause Shawty chase the money down stupid, like a henny club. Yeah. Plus she go to school, she pay tuition, then she pay her bills, that's what women do. She a real woman, she so independent, she ain't caring about the bankrolls that a nigga spending. No gold nigga, she got her own Kanye West, Jamie Foxx, and Webbie made up that persona. All she know is getting to that chick, she see the money, it don't make her come, but it get her wet. She bad. She sexy, so sexy. Smart, she bad. She 100, she 1,000. I like the way she drop it when she hit the stage. She bad, she sexy, so sexy. She smart, she bad. She 100,000, she 1,000. I like the way she drop it when she hit the stage. Get it, boom. Ain't no go-mo, no slow-mo, she get it from the streets. Make sure it go with me. Long nights, no sleep. So the superwoman at night, making more cake late night. Got a lot of friends, but most all them dice. Say dang what she like, say she the real one in her life. I'm the one that she chose, but I'm always on the road. With my Florida ways, I'm studying those my paper route. Now I'm paper down. Ain't working like I'm no slave. Put hustle all on my grave. Everything got paid. On the back road with the backwoods, wanna do them trenches from the top spot to the next hustle, watching next up and now lost muscle. She bad, she sexy, so sexy. She smart, she bad. She 100, she 1,000. I like the way she drop it when she hit the stage. She bad, she sexy, so sexy. She smart, she bad. She 100, 1,000. I like the way she drop it when she hit the stage.
Oh, young arms.
Man, she sexy, so sexy. She smart, she bad. She 100, 1,000. I like the way she drop it when she hit the stage. She bad, she sexy, so sexy. She smart, she bad. She 100, 1,000. I like the way she drop it when she hit the stage. She go to school, she works the sun. Shorty going ham. God honor. She learned to hustle in the hood. It ain't no need for phonics. She all about the currency, electronics. She a baby, she make her own dough. Getting money, now she rocking diamonds like a light show. The way she chase the money, you would think her money low. Cause shorty chase the money down stupid, like a henny coat. Yeah. Plus she go to school, she pay tuition, and she pay her bills like a women do. She the real woman, she so independent, she ain't caring about the bankrolls that a nigga spending. She got her own Kanye West, Jamie Foxx, and Weather, nigga, think the song. All she know is getting to that chick, she seen the money, it don't make her come, but it get her wet. She bad, she sexy, so sexy. She smart, she bad. She 100, 1,000. I like the way she drop it when she hit the stage. She bad, she sexy, so sexy. She smart, she bad. She 100, 1,000. I like the way she drop it when she hit the stage. Get it from her mama. Stay on go mode with no slow mo. She get it from the streets. Make sure it look with these. Long nights with no sleep. Turn the superwoman at night. Making more cake late night. Got a lot of friends, but most all them dyke. Say they ain't what she like. Say she the real one in her life. I'm the one that she told, but I'm always on the road with my Florida ways, those funny nose, find a paper route. Now I'm paper down. Ain't working like I'm no slave. Put hustle all on my grave. Everything got paid. On the back road with the backwoods, wanna do them trenches from the top spot to the next hustle, watching next up and now lost muscle. She bad, she sexy, so sexy. She smart, she bad. She 100, 1,000. I like the way she drop it when she hit the stage.
Yo, hey, beat it up, bust it open for a real nigga. She be drinking C-Moss, her pussy feel different. See, when it brick by brick, that shit feel different. Your baby look like a brick house, that shit built different. Hey, do it fast and slow with it, baby, touch your toes with it. She done hit the floor with it, I done threw a hole with it. Who them niggas mugging? Luckily, I bought my pole with me. Hey, fuck with Tony, nigga, ugly for show, nigga. I slow motion for me. She say the kitty in me, waiting, gonna struggle for me. She told me put that phone away, she want me focused on her. She chocolate and she must not know that I love mocha on me. Sloppy eat that pussy like a goblin, got it soaking, homie. My dick so thick it got a pussy wide open for me. I pay for ass shots and now it's size poking on them. And now these rappers all of a sudden wanna focus on them. If it ain't mine, you can have it, I don't even want it. If it ain't mine, you can have it, I don't even want it. I'm getting money, touching keys just like Stevie Wonder. Can't see no hater, know these niggas wanna see me fumble. My money coming in hundreds and make these bitches famous. Now make that ass clap. She say, see on her period, tell her take my hand back. Acting bougie like a booty Judy when it's really flat. I forgot what her name was. Asthma attack.
That's slow motion for me. You know she like running through it, she the coach, buddy. She doing everything it take to be the MVP. She said ain't no wrong hole when she round me. It's going down, G.
That's slow motion for me. She say the kitty been waiting, gonna stroke it for me. She told me put that phone away, she won't be focused on her. She chocolate and she must not know that I love more gone. I'm sloppy, eat that pussy like a dog.
Dark chocolate with a splash of the cherry in the middle. She a bad little thing, but she sit in the middle. Like light skin, brown skin, dark and white. I don't give a fuck, we can get it on tonight. I be on some other shit when I'm out with a bitch. I ain't trying to hear the talking, I'll suck on a dick. Keep your eye closed, bitch. It's $1 million a mission, and I gotta get this money. Hope you hoes is listening. Oh,
I like it like that. I like it like that. Shout out.
bust it open for me, bust it open for me, bust it open for me, go on, bust it open for me.
I like it like that. I like it. I like it like that. Turn on.
Bust it open for me, bust it open for me, bust it open for me, go on, bust it open for me. Like,
All that reaching in there, grabbing, sit your ass still. All that grabbing in there, grabbing, that shit ain't real. Fucking around and get a nigga killed.
you know, Super Bowl hey, hey, hey. From the city of the go get it, hustle up, get all the muscle up. It's a big broken on your dick, looking sicker than a bitch. Hell no, we gon' ball. Candy paint 30-inch wheels and all. And ain't no job, but we still getting to it. If you working 9 to 5, pulling overtime just to survive, still stay alive. What's the move for the paper? What's the move for the paper? What's the move to survive? Gotta stay alive. What's the move for the paper? What's the move for the paper? Let's money all over the globe. I'm turned up in my shows. And everywhere we go, we connect with the city. You know I got the country boys with me. We're connected with the zones. Asian, Jamaicans, Cubans. Mexican and every other race I connect with. Motel, bitch, DJ worldwide. Play my shit, so what you wanna be a hater, bitch? I'ma play a bitch, regulator, bitch. I'ma come straight through your hood on some fucking hater shit. And I'm linking up with whoever trying to get this paper, bitch. From the city of the go get it, hustle up, get all the muscle up. It's a big broken on your dick, looking sicker than a bitch. Hell no, we gon' ball. Candy paint 30-inch wheels and all. And ain't no job, but we still getting to it. If you working 9 to 5, pulling overtime just to survive, still stay alive. What's the move for the paper? What's the move for the paper? What's the move to survive? Gotta stay alive. What's the move for the paper? What's the move for the paper? Let's gotta be fly, gotta get fly. Can't tell you why ladies always gon' love on that guy with that bankroll. So fuck what you think, bro. I'm about to go bankroll. And this is my bankroll. I'm blowing up like bankroll. It's hard work to pay it off, and I am so grateful for everything I've been blessed with. No devil can take this. I make hits like I'm making grits. Ain't that kitchen, a quick fix, and this shit I had to for a minute while you running around and get it. Really in the vision, and I will not stop until I can't go cash in. From the city that go get it, hustle up, get all the muscle up. It's a big broken on your dick, looking sicker than a bitch. Hell no, we gon' ball. Candy paint 30-inch wheels and all. And ain't no job, but we still getting to it. If you working 9 to 5, pulling overtime just to survive, still stay alive. What's the move for the paper? What's the move for the paper? What's the move to survive? Gotta stay alive. What's the move for the paper? What's the move?
Yeah, you guys, I should be happy. I should be happy. I did. I wanted this. I didn't know it was gonna happen like this. Like I said, I just feel like, yeah, I just didn't get no parts and nothing to do with a baby. The little girl is a toddler now, so I missed all the little key moments. None of that's gonna be my happiness with this situation, but it gotta be something. Cause you know why? This ain't like Jacob, like how I think that was who that was, Jacob, and what's his brother's name? Was it Isaiah? Jacob and his brother's name. because he robbed his brother for his birthright, right? But this ain't that. Because like he went in there and tricked his daddy and put on like a coat and made his daddy think he was Harry. And the coat was the coat he go hunting in, so it smelled like him. And he went in there, him and his mama concocted a plan. And they went in there and they stole the birthright, right? So Jacob basically stole the birthright by lying to his daddy, pretending to be his older brother, and got all the blessings, right? And then when the brother came in with the real, he done caught the real deal meal, cooked it and everything, and he like, I already ate, blah, blah, blah. And he like, yeah, but give me a blessing too, give me a blessing too. See, this ain't that. We talking to our Father up in heaven, and there's no end to what he can do to bring us joy and fulfillment, you feel me? So like, I just gotta get out of this rut of feeling like life is dead ending and you know, not progressing to, you know, back smelling the roses, you feel me? Back like, hey, yes, things happen, but life is still happy. You feel me? It's still a reason to be happy because you woke up this morning. We can see, we can talk, we can eat, we can read, we can breathe, you know? It's not a reason to be grateful. But that happiness is something about that happiness. And I'm talking about not a superficial happiness, not that superficial shit. I'm talking about a genuine, just like you can have a thought in your head about it and it makes you happy. Like, I gotta find that in life at this point is missing. There's nothing that I can just think about and it just makes me happy. At this point, 2025, April, whatever the day is, there's nothing that I can just think of and it just automatically makes me so happy anymore. It used to be that, but it's no longer anything in my life that does that for me, and I have to find that. And like I said, I should be happy, but why? Like, I ain't get to rub on no belly and say, oh, my baby in this belly. I ain't get to wake up in the middle of the night and say, oh, my baby waking me up. Nah, I ain't get no enjoyment out of that. But I think still, in the future, it got to be some type of happiness for me here on this earth. It ain't meant for me to be like mad, sad, or depressed forever. Hell no, man. God got happiness for all of us out here. You ain't gonna just let one be happy and the other one be mad, sad, and depressed. Nah, you gonna make sure everybody, equal happiness for everybody. You feel me? That's what I was saying, like, this ain't that when Jacob went and stole his brother's birthright from his daddy, and his brother came in there asking his daddy to give him a blessing, and he was like, I gave it all to your brother. This ain't that. We're talking to God. Unlimited blessing, unlimited happiness, you know. I know being happy all the time, every time, everything realistic, because like I say, people gonna cut you off in traffic, people gonna cut you off in life. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be a hard, hurt, pain, sad, mad, depressed, jealousy, all that shit. All them emotions is real. Still gotta enjoy the journey because you're here, you ain't dead, so whatever you're going through, went through, made you stronger, made you who you is, and they be a better person about it. We gotta find some happiness though. Like, I should be happy, but like I said, I ain't getting none of that, like, I guess when you finna have a child, all the excitement of the child is coming and the child is born and you get to watch a child grow. No, I didn't get none of that excitement to this day. None of that happiness to this day. So we gonna find right now. I said, I can't think of something that can just make me happy. You know, thinking of family that brings joyful, you know, memories and thoughts, but that don't really make me happy. That ain't the medicine to my heart right now. I don't know what's the medicine to my heart right now. It's like it's no medicine for my heart, but it is some joy. I get it. I'm trying to see if hustling makes me happy. I know it does. I get some fulfillment. I get a joy out of hustling. So that's why I've been hustling like harder than a bit. And the hustling keeps me talking to people. So it keeps me from sitting here thinking about certain stuff that makes me unhappy. So I try to keep my mind on things that's gonna make me happy. Hustling makes me happy because I get to count up that money. count it up, count it up, count it up. But it gotta be some other type of happiness besides, oh, I'm just happy I got money. Because that's almost superficial happiness too. Because then when you don't got money, you're gonna be not happy again. So we can't let the happiness depend on money. You feel me? It can't be dependent upon money. And it can't be dependent upon people because people will leave you. So it gotta be within me and what makes me happy. I don't know. I'm pondering and trying to figure it out, guys. I don't know what makes me happy right now. I can't think of nothing in it. Thank God I'm alive and I'm grateful for my life, but I'm trying happiness. Being grateful and happy is two different things. You can be grateful and not be happy. But we're going to get some happiness because we should be happy. We're going to be happy with the work of our hands. That's what the Bible says. Hey, with the work of your hands, the things you do to eat, that man should be happy from the labor of his hands. So let's find some happiness in trucking down the road right now. There's some happiness in trucking down the road. Down this lonely road of trucking. It has been a comfort to get out hustling though because, you know, just good. There's good people out here. Everybody ain't fucked up. There's some good people out here. They have good conversations. And, you know, when it ain't a bunch of people for me to go talk and sell to, then I have conversations. It's been refreshing, to say the least. Happiness, happiness, happiness. What can we do to find this happiness? Where is it at? It's evasive. It's evading me. It don't want me to be happy. But we're going to be happy. We're going to thank God. We're grateful, thankful, and happy to be here. Let's just be happy to be here. How about that? Let's try that. We're going to try just being happy to be here. All right? I'm just happy to see another day and survive the day. You heard me? How about that? Instead of trying to find a particular thing or shit to make us happy, let's just be happy we're here. Let's start there. Let's just start by saying, self, let me look in the mirror. Self, I'm happy you're still here, self. You ain't unalived yourself, you ain't did nothing crazy and got yourself out of here early, self. Thank yourself for maintaining and still being here, all right? You happy? I'm happy. We're going to be happy. So that's one thing we found that we could be happy about. We're going to try to hold on to that because that's all we got right now. You know what I'm saying? We should be happy, so we're going to be happy. We found something to be happy about. What do we find to be happy about? We found that being here. We should be happy just because we're here. So let's be happy about that we're here. Because some people is not here. They did not wake up. This was their last night. So I say I should be happy. I'm trying to find things that make me happy. I say it's like nothing that I can think of, and it just automatically makes me happy. But we found that one silver lining, the fact that we are still here. We have been blessed with another episode. That is a reason to be happy. So we're going to hold on to that reason right there. And thank Pappy. Thank you, Pappy, for blessing us with another episode. And because of that, we will be happy. We will rejoice and be happy in this episode no matter what goes on in it. You understand? No matter what happens in this episode, we're going to rejoice and be glad in this episode. So that is the silver lining in what I was trying to find. I think I found it. It's a simple happiness. It's just happy to be here. You feel me? Yes, we're grateful to be here as well. But we should also be happy to be here because that means we was on the wake-up list. And I say anytime you're on the wake-up list, from now on, that's the first dose of happiness for the day. Actually, instead of waking up and trying to get the cold out my eye and all the stuff out your throat, and wake up and just smile, just thank God, another one. You feel me? You just gotta start being happy. I would like to be happy all the time, but I think that's unrealistic. I think life causes for upsets and drama and different moods and modes. So we in smooth operator mode right now. We just smoothly operating, you know what I'm saying? We ain't trying to have too many wrenches get thrown in our wheel. We ain't trying to have too many wrenches get thrown in the wheel. Trying to find happiness because we should be happy. And the happiness that I'm grasping onto is happy to be here. So hello world. How y'all doing? This is Milkman, Mr. Milktastic Splash. Yeah. We just trying to see what kind of thoughts we can have that would make happier. You know what I'm saying? Papito. Hey, listen here, Chico. You need to be happy because your ass is awakened and you a free man. Free man, you are a free man now. You are now a free man. And you should be happy. You should be happy. You should be happy. You should be happy. You got what you wanted, right? So why you ain't happy about it, huh? You happy we here? You happy we free? Happy, joy. Happy, joy. Just happy to be free. Happy to be alive and to be free. Shout out to the big God for being alive. Thank you, Father up in heaven. Thank you, I am that I am, for having me here at this point, in this time in life, no matter what's going on. Thank you. And that's what happens. You gotta be thankful and happy throughout every episode. Thankful, grateful, and happy throughout. Thankful, grateful, and happy throughout every episode. I should be happy. Why is it always like a shock to your body when you start bad working out? Your body be like, hey, what's going on here? Be like, nigga, we forget back to it. I was doing them push-ups, my body was like, hey. I started doing them squats, my body was like, hey. I'm like, nigga, we doing this. It do feel good when you work out though. I ain't gonna hold y'all. The best workout I had was early in the morning. Like, I think it was like, I don't know, 6 o'clock in the morning. As soon as Planet Fitness opened, I was in the parking lot already. And I went and worked out for like an hour or something that morning. Felt so good, especially after a night workout and shower. So I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, that's some happiness to have that you are here. That's just one reason to be happy, and you alive is another reason. Many reasons. Let's get at this happiness here. You know? Throw it on our back and walk around with it with a happy pack. No, not the sad pack, not the depressed pack, the happy pack. I gotta find the right kind of book bag, because I don't want to be dragging a bag around when I'm selling shirts. I'd rather have like a little book bag I can pop you. I got some 3X, 2X, extra large, what you need. You know, find me a fly little book bag that can hold multiple, not regular shit like a lot of shirts. I ain't gonna overstuff it or nothing, but you know, I need to have at least 2 to 3 sizes of each size while I'm walking around, so I don't have to run back to no vehicle or back to the, you know what I'm saying? I gotta make an application for. I need an assistant. I need an assistant to assist me. You have to dress like a whore and draw all the attention so all the guys can come over and buy your shirt. Cause guys, they think with their dickhead, and if they see you standing next to me like a whore, they don't care if I'm your man or not. They like, what is going on with this whore? So assistant needed, whore assistant needed. You don't have to actually be a whore, you just have to dress like one. I'm just saying, you walking through the parking lot, if you go whore yourself out, that's on you. I just need you to draw attention and be eye candy. Hey, that's crazy. He put out a ad, whore assistant needed. Whore, you whore. What is a whore? What is a whore for 300? Oh my gosh, I'm tripping over here. Y'all don't mind me on losing my shit over here. But that would be catchy though, because niggas is always thinking with their dick. I'll be catching them 20s left and right. Niggas would really be trying to pay for the pussy, but then since they done came up, they'll spend the 20 like, fuck it, at least I got came and look and see. Maybe I can try to, hey, let me get your number, shout it. Let me get your number, shout it. Get your way in this truck. Yeah, man, I gotta figure it out. We gotta figure it out, you feel me? I will accept poor volunteers too. Like if you don't need me to pay you, you just gonna come out and be the eye candy and make sure all the guys come buy my shirt. I would appreciate all the whore, what you call them, whore dressing. What you call them people that be going to college, but intern, yeah. I need an assistant salesperson / whore dressing intern to be out here on the block with your mans. With these shirts, you heard me? Let's get this work in. Nah, happiness though, happiness. That's what we talk about. I can see myself being happy doing that. I can see myself because I'm really getting some money then. Like, what? You imagine having you a big booty chick. She got on that little hoe shit, standing out there at the truck stop. Nigga, what? Every nigga that come by gonna stop and see what the hell you selling. They wanna see if she's for sale. A little whore. I need a whore assistant needed. Must make sales. Your work is your commission. So dress your best. All right, let me talk less. I'm tripping. This nigga talking about whore assistants and shit. You tripping? You tripping, my boy? You bugging? You losing your shit, my boy? I just know truckers would really come see what the hell is going on if they see something like that. Niggas is bold when it comes to the pussy, ain't it? Positive. We got to stay positive. Change the conversation and change the situation. We have to stay positive. No matter what's going on in the episode, we're going to enjoy it. And we're going to be happy too. We're going to be happy with it, boo. We're going to enjoy it and be happy, boo. I got a birthday coming up. I don't know what I'm doing for my birthday. I probably end up working. I was, yeah, I just probably end up working. be like it's no place like home, but what do? You no longer have a home to go home to. You have to build a new home. You no longer have a home to go home to, you have to build a new home. Starting over. Starting over. Really starting over. Starting over. That's crazy. But hey, man, thank God we still here. Another episode and a chance to start over and find happiness and be happy again. Thank God for the chance to be happy again. How about that? Let's be happy that He got us still here and alive and in good minds. So that's one reason to be happy. And we free. That's two good reasons to be happy. We're alive, healthy, and free, and we working. That's the third reason to be happy. That's three reasons I came up with. It ain't actually like, I used to think of this one person that just brings joy to my heart. You feel me? I don't feel that connection no more. And I'm trying to find something to replace that. That's something that you could just think of and it make you smile and bring joy to you. Like medicine to your heart. So I don't want to think about shit that's not medicine to my heart, because that means it's not good for my heart. If it makes sense to you. I just want to think about good shit that make good medicine for my heart, right? I want a heavy, sad, mad, depressed ass heart. It hurts me just thinking about it. No, I want the feeling. I want the feeling to be replaced with bubbly, happy, ready for life, and more life feelings. So I have to put those feelings aside and put all the other feelings to the side and say, no, those are not my feelings and those are not my thoughts. My thoughts are happy, happy, happy. Okay? I'm happy to be here, happy to be alive, I'm happy to be free, and I'm happy to be working. Thank God for all three of those things. In Jesus' name, amen. Seriously, humbly, confidently, happy to be alive, happy to be free, and happy to be working. In Jesus' name. People will call you while you on your job trying to make $20 and ask you for $20, and that shit is crazy. You be looking at your phone like, did they just call me and ask me for $20 while I'm on the goddamn clock? Going on hour number 10 that I've been, and you ain't did nothing all day. They probably smoked 3 joints, then hit 2 crack pipes, and started 4 lines of cocaine. And you calling my phone, talking about you need what? Is you on Flocka? Is you on Rockstar? Is you on Miley? What's your problem that you can't get up and go to work? Like every other adult. Okay? Some adults just want to be taken care of like kids. And I can't lie, as a man, it feels good when you can handle all the business and pay all the bills. You know what I'm saying? You can just, especially when you got a good woman that know how to get it done. You feel me? You ain't got to give her the money and worry about if she finna go to bingo or to the casino. No, she gonna pay all the bills and it's gonna be some extras. Okay? There's less stress in a man's life. But as a man, you have to be able to stand in the paint on your own, pay all your own damn bills, and handle all your responsibilities. Your wife ain't your mama. And yeah, but a good wife takes away those stresses. Because she's like, hey, you made the bacon. I'm going to spread the bacon out the way it needs to be at. Don't worry, I got this, honey. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to be without my better half. So that's a task in itself. Learning to live alone. Learning to live alone and be happy on it. Be happy with it. You know? Not just doing it, but being happy while doing it. That's where we at right now, you guys. We just trying to be happy while we living every day. You know what I'm saying? Thanking God for the day. And trying to be happy with the day and grateful for the day. Do you understand? Things that we are happy about. Alive, free, and working. The lender and not the borrower, the head and not the tail. In Jesus' name, keep it as so. I'd rather you be able to call me and get a loan than I have to call you for anything. That's why I try not to need nobody. But God ain't make the world for you to be by yourself. You're supposed to be with somebody. Made the soul mate for you. That's going to comfort your soul, make you happy. Every time you see their face. Make you so happy. They don't want to have lunch with nobody else but me. Yes, indeed. It's how it be. It's how it be, y'all. It's how it be. On another note, to all my fellas coming home from prison, try this trucking shit. It's a different way of living. It'll get you out your hood where you're going to be sitting over there watching Bobby and Willie, who's still busting licks, trying to convince you to come back to busting licks and send you back to prison and shit. Get your ass on one of these trucks and get the fuck. I'm just saying. Change the scenery, change the conversation, you change the situation. Oh, we got another sandwich, that's right. Oh, what we got? We got good sandwiches going, late night sandwiches going. Yes, sir. And we had a Snapple Bapple in here somewhere. Gotta have the classic chips. It tastes so good. What a sandwich that is. Whoa, there. Calm down, Woody. Who knows what life holds? Who knows what life holds? You gotta keep living though. You're working on not being delusional about the situation. You gotta accept it. You can't be delusional out here. Crazy as shit is, I was looking at some little toys for little girls. And I couldn't believe it, bro. I can't believe that this is where I'm at in life. Like, this is where I'm at in life. In 41 years, this is where I'm at in life. You know, like I say, can't have all these regrets and be sad or mad or none of that shit. But as I'm looking at these toys, I'm just thinking to myself, because I ain't really bought, too much for the little girl. And I'm thinking about my what I would say, my wife. My recently divorced wife. because it feels like divorce papers have been served to me. Feels like I've been divorced. That's what it feels like. I'm assuming this is what a divorce feels like. Yeah, this gotta be what divorce feels like. Going through a divorce is the worst. What the hell? But yeah, I just started crying, bro, cause like y'all don't understand. I'm a man, but I got emotions and feelings too. You feel me? And this shit, like I kept saying, I ain't gonna let it change my life. I ain't gonna let it change my life. And as I'm looking at the tour and I'm thinking about my wife, and I'm like, this shit really changed my life. Like it got me going through a divorce, all kind of shit. This shit really changed my life, bro. Like, and I don't even know how yet, cause I basically been out here, so I don't know the effect. Like, I know even if I'd have been in town, I ain't have no access to the baby, so that still would have been the same shit. Like, I can't make the girl, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't make her let me be your daddy. Like, bring me that baby. I can't. There's nothing you can do. Like, and that's why you gotta, gotta be careful who you have a baby with, cause that shit in itself will drive you crazy. Like, bro, like, let me see the fucking baby if it's mine. Like, what the fuck, bro? What are you doing, my nigga? Like, for real, like, bro, that shit'll make you punch a wall, bro. Like, cause it's like, what the fuck? Not only is the life that I had before this I'm getting divorced because of this shit. Now you telling me I can't even see the baby or get the baby or nothing. So that's why I say, like, a nigga should be happy, but this ain't, I don't find no happiness or no joy in this shit. But you know what? Hey, to God be the glory. As humans, we mess up and we do things, and God had to straighten out our mess. And sometimes we have to deal with our mess and our karma down here on earth for ourselves. This is what I'm dealing with. This is what I'm going through. I say I am determined to find happiness in the midst of this shit. In the midst of this shit show that I put on, I don't blame anybody else for it. I blame myself for it. Because if you get to know a person before you put your dick in them, and you won't have a baby from a person that you would probably reconsidering after talking to you, be like, oh, you know what? Yeah, let's not even have sex, even with the condom. Like, let's just not do anything. But once the act has been committed, I just like, okay, I got a homeboy that he said he had a baby from a chick that he didn't really know, right? So he said he had an old lady just like down the same situation, you know, say been with his girl for a long time, but hey, because of his baby mama, he gonna let her come move in and try it with her and see if her and her new baby can work out, you feel me? Nigga say let the girl come live with him, girl start acting crazy. Nigga say he kicked out the girl and the baby. I'm like, damn, bro, you kicked out the baby too? He like, hell yeah. I tried to let him stay there, man. He can't stay here, man. It been crazy, man. So you gotta go stay somewhere else. You gotta find somewhere else to stay. I say, God damn, bro, you kicked out the baby too? Nigga say he kicked out the girl and the baby. And I'm like, but like that was, you know, him trying to find his peace in this situation, but that's kind of cold. But I see, like, motherfuckers, I can see how when they be saying like it's a thin line between love and hate, right? I can see how that line get crossed so easily. Like, a person could love you so much and then you hurt them so much to the point they start hating you. Like, even if they don't say that they hate you, your actions and the things y'all been through have caused them to have hate towards you. So it's no more good thoughts when they see you. No more happy thoughts. They're just mad and angry off the rip. And if they ain't, when they additionally see you, they start thinking about some shit that make them back mad and angry at you. So, I don't know, y'all. I just know I did not expect this shit to change my life like this, and this has completely changed my life. And it has to be some happiness found in the midst of this somewhere. Like I said, I found 3 strikes of happiness. 3 reasons to wake up and say, you know what? Today is another day God blessed us with. Everybody there. Today is another day. We still out here on the free world. You know what I'm saying? We ain't went back to the crime life, to where we running from police and got warrants and shit. We still out of that world. We ain't got to go to nobody's court. No, we out of that world, and we working. So we're gonna work diligently, and we're gonna be happy about it. That's what we're gonna do. Every day on this journey, every episode, we're gonna make ourselves happy, because God has blessed us with another one. But yeah, I ain't the happiness that I should have from that. I don't have that. Hopefully, I can be get my happiness and joy out of this in the future. That's what I'm looking forward to. I don't know what this is gonna look like. I really don't know what this is gonna look like. I have no idea what the future will. I have never been so unsure of the future in 41 years of living. I don't think I have considered the future this much in 41 years of living this much. And now that I'm considering it, it's like I say, just looking at them gifts had tears coming out my eyes. I can't believe this what my life at right now. I can't believe it. I can't even freaking believe it, you guys. Believe me or not, I can't believe it. I'm telling you, I can't believe it. You think you can't believe it? Then, like, the other shit that I'm being told, oh man, the things that I'm being told, it's like, calling the bank, knowing you got money in your account. They say, yeah, you got money in your account, but you can't get it right now. We don't want you to get it right now. It's like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's like, damn, you want to see me hurt or something? Because I don't want to see you hurt. I don't want to see you in a fucked up state of mind, and I don't stay in a fucked up state of mind. Because hell no. Hell to the nah, we will not. Even though it has changed my life, and it's steady changing my life daily, I cannot be in a fucked up state of mind where it's like, nah, people want you in a fucked up state of mind and in the state of, and then not function. So we gotta function, and we gotta be happy functioning. And to be happy functioning, we gotta be happy with the work of our hands. So we gotta do some hell of work with these hands to get this happiness that we need. Yes, indeed. Daily working daily. Don't blame nobody for my situation. Now, I put myself in these shoes. I got to wear them. They say make your bed hard, you got to lay in it. Laying in this hard ass bed right now, give me a headache. Oh my gosh. We're gonna find happiness though. That's what we talk about, happiness. I should be happy. And even with those 3 things, see those 3 things that I said, waking up, you should be happy that you woke up and you're here, you're still alive. Being free, you should be happy that you're still free. If you've never been to jail, just don't ever go. And working. Those are 3 things that I am thankful for and grateful for. And I'm trying to put them in the happy category, like be happy for those 3 things right there. But it's like, happiness is like when you know, like when you was in love and you thought of that person and it made you all happy. That's fucking happiness, bro. Those things that I mentioned, being free, being alive, and making money, those are things that should definitely make you happy, though. That's why they ended up probably on the list first, because you should be happy for those things. But I don't know if this other sadness is so sad that they let me be happy about the things I just thought of. But I'm gonna continue to try to be happy thinking of those things, because those are 3 reasons I can be happy that doesn't involve anybody else. God woke me up this morning, be happy. You are free. You don't have to go to the child hall. You don't have to wash your boxes and toilets. You are free, my boy. You can go to Walmart, buy you a whole new pair of boxes just for the fuck of it. I think I will. I'll find me a Walmart somewhere today. I'm gonna buy me some new boxes and tank top just because I can. Thank God for freedom, and we working. Yes, as soon as I drop this satchel, nigga, get me another bag. No, I don't need a nap, motherfucker. Where's the next load at? Let's go. Happiness. I will find happiness in this world again. I will find it again. Found it one time, you can find it again. I am on a mission. Millionaire mission. I am on a happiness mission. The happiness mission. What is the happiness mission? Find you some happiness, biatch. All these good blessings out here, you gonna tell me you mad about what, sad about what, depressed about what, that you don't see all these blessings before your eyes? Better go out here and get your ass some happiness, nigga. Fuck you talking about my girl. I ain't got my girl. And my girl say she wanna go have lunch with another nigga. What the fuck? What girl? You ain't got no girl, boy. She gone. She gone. So be happy anyways, nigga. God woke your ass up and gave you another episode, nigga. Better find something happy in this bitch today. Today, nigga, you better find something happy today, nigga. I slap the shit out your ass. You don't find you some happiness today. Fuck wrong with you, boy. Play with me. Manager ass nigga, milk-tastic TV ass nigga. Fuck wrong with you? Huh? Get your mind right, man. Get your mind right, man. Excuse me, y'all. I'm over here having self-therapy. You guys are just getting a peek into my maniacal mind. Nah, let me. Got brainstorms going on, got happiness going on, because we should be happy in life. It's no time to spend one day mad, sad, upset, depressed, regretting. You can spend some time reflecting, but don't spend too much time. Get out there and get to living. That happiness is out there. Get at it. That's right. Get at it. You better get at it. That happiness is out there. Sushi ramen. So what they got, like sushi ramen noodles? I ain't get that. Sushi ramen. What? So let me see what we at, man. Let me see where we at. In this story, this ghetto ass story. I ain't even been able to listen to the story, y'all. They've been doing too much fucking. Every time they go to fucking, I get to think about her. And that shit ain't been a good listen to me too much. That shit ain't been a good listen. But they be fucking like nasty fucking. Like, make you want to fuck like that. Like, what? Immediate.
She took another sip from my glass. All Don B could do was shake his head. It seemed like she had a snappy comeback for everything he said. He was used to chicks throwing themselves at him, but Portia was a horse of a different color, which meant he would actually have to put some effort into fucking her. Normally, he wouldn't bother, but he was intrigued by the sharp-tongued young lady. A big-boned, dark-skinned chick strutted over to their table and motioned that she needed to talk to Portia. "Excuse me for a second," Portia said, getting up. She made sure to throw something extra in her walk with Don B's viewing pleasure. "What's good, Cat?" "We gotta bust a move, baby," Cat told her. "Bust a move? Girl, you tripping. I'm in here making a killing, and I've got this nigga spinning right now." She motioned over her shoulder to Don B, who was whispering something to his people. "Well, you're gonna have to take that near to go. Shit is going down in here, and it ain't good. They found 2 dudes in the alley out back, carved up like 2 birds on Thanksgiving. And on top of that, I heard one of these niggas tried to rape Brick House. Best believe before the night is over, the police are gonna be crawling all over this joint. And with the type of shit they got going on in here, I don't wanna be around for it." "Damn, that's horrible. I hope she's okay," Portia said sincerely. Brick House was a royal bitch, but rape was something Portia wouldn't wish on her worst enemy. "Fuck her. It's gonna be poor us if we get caught in here when it hits the fan. I called my brother Marcus already, and he said he'll be here in 20 minutes to pick us up. I'm leaving. What you gonna do, Pete?" Portia weighed her options. If what Cat was telling her was true, then she definitely needed to shake his spot. But she had her hooks in Don B, and didn't want to lose him just yet. She looked back at his table where the waitress had just set 2 more bottles. I'm out of here in a few minutes too, but I think I'm gonna catch a ride with Don B. Portia, don't be a fool for no dick, Cat warned. Of course not. He was just saying that he was ready to bounce anyway, so by the time I get dressed, he should be ready to roll out. With or without Don B, I'm out of here in the next 45 minutes or so. Cat knew the look in Portia's eyes all too well. She wanted to drag her out of the club and harm's way, but Portia was grown, or so she thought. Alright, do you then, Ma. But make sure you hit me and let me know that you got out of here in one piece. I will. Portia gave Cat a parting hug. Then she went back over to Don B's table and reclaimed her seat next to him. What's up with your homegirl? She ain't want to party? Tone asked. He would have loved to get a piece of that. Nah, she had to make a move. I'm probably gonna leave too because she's my ride back to Harlem, Portia said. She knew that if she put it out there, Don B would take care of the rest. Oh, you live in Harlem? Don't even worry about it. I'm going the same way. There was nothing to drop you off after breakfast. Don B offered. You're persistent as hell, aren't you? I wouldn't be where I am today if I knew how to take no for an answer. Go and get your clothes and whatever else you gotta do so we can get out of here, Don B told her. Alright, give me like 20 minutes. Portia went off to get dressed. I know you gonna let me taste that, my nigga, Tone said as soon as Portia was out of earshot. Don B smiled. You can always ride in my whip, Tone, as long as I get to test drive alone first. I'm gonna bust that slick mouth bitch wide open. One of Gotti's minions appeared at the table and told Don B that Lord Scientific would be performing in about 15 minutes on the main stage. About fucking time. Don B grabbed a bottle off the table when he got up. Let's go downstairs and watch this shit, so we'll be close to the door. Because as soon as Shorty is done getting dressed, I'm trying to get out of here. Don B led his crew downstairs into the swarm of people. Devil and the bouncers kept the groupies back as best they could, but it was still a task. Don B had long ago lost interest in the hype of Lord Scientific, and his thoughts were on Portia and the things he planned on doing to her. If Lord Scientific wasn't all that they'd hyped him up to be, Don B was out of there. Don B and his people met Gotti by the bar, where he was talking to the young cat who worked for the DJ. He was confused because he expected him to be on stage with the mysterious Lord Scientific. Instead, there were some kids up there who looked like they were the Wu-Tang Clan in their early days. There were about a dozen of them, dressed in oversized t-shirts, khakis, and capri shorts, and waving red bandanas as proudly as if they were American flags, and they were doing their patriotic duty. There were some of the dingiest of the Red Sea, and from their midst, a lone figure stepped forward. He was topless, showing off his well-defined body, and the golden revolver that dangled at the end of the thick chain around his neck. His long dreadlocks swayed back and forth as he bobbed to the beat that only he could hear. The crowd became deathly silent as he surveyed them from under hooded eyes. Jersey! He bellowed, and the crowd went wild just before the music exploded through the speakers. The reaction was like nothing Don B had seen since the heydays of Bad Blood, when his little homies were tearing down every club in New York City. The crowd fed off the rapper's energy like starved children, singing the lyrics along with him. The rapper had the beating out of the palm of his hand, and even Devil was caught rocking to the middle beat. Everything was going well until someone threw an empty water bottle onto the stage. Hold on! Cut the motherfucking music! The rapper ordered the DJ. There was some grumbling throughout the crowd as the performance was halted. Who threw that? The rapper asked, surveying the crowd. At first, there was no response. Then someone pointed out a smug-looking cat who was standing off to the side with about a half dozen dudes, all wearing hard faces. Oh, you niggas think you funny, huh? The rapper said, zeroing in on the man and his crew. Well, I'ma show you how we deal with comedians in Newark, motherfucker. The rapper looked at his crew and gave them a knowing nod. Feeding time, he said, and pointed at the bottle thrower. The young boys leaped off the stage and swarmed in on the bottle thrower and commenced to beat him like an unruly child. His team tried to jump in and found themselves swarmed by every blood gang member in the club. Chairs were thrown, people were trampled, and Brick City was being torn apart. The performance had turned into a full-scale riot, and the party was officially over. Fuck this! We gotta get Don B out of here! Devil yelled over the crowd, knocking out some drunk who had gotten too close to them. True! Tone agreed, ducking a bottle that sailed over his head. Yo, Gotti, woke up another time so Don B can see your boy do his thing. Gotti laughed. You just did! He nodded across the room. The rapper with the dreads had come down from the stage and was in the thick of the fight, attacking everything that moved. He jumped on one kid and started strangling him with the microphone cord, while his crew kicked the kid in the face with it. You can't be fucking serious. Tone looked at him and shook his head in disappointment before turning to Don B. Don, my fault for wasting your time on this. Don B laughed. Wasting my time? My nigga, I ain't had this much fun in years. Gotti, y'all niggas come to the city and see me tomorrow afternoon so we can discuss this paperwork. Tone thought that Don B had officially lost his mind. But his thinking was quite clear. Lord Scientific and his crew were wild as hell, and it would probably end up costing Don B more to clean up after them than to actually make a record. But their brand of ignorance was just what Big Dog Entertainment needed to reassert itself at the top of the food chain. The whole world would look at Lord Scientific and see a thug, but Don B saw a dollar sign. Part 4. Truth and Consequences. Chapter 35. By the time Portia made it back to the block the next day, she was damn near out on her feet. As Kat had promised, Brick City was live, but Portia didn't think either of them was prepared for how live it would get before it was all said and done. She came out of the dressing room just as the fight was about to pop off. Lord Scientific and his crew tore the place to pieces, and security was powerless to stop the swarm of Bloods who laid siege to the establishment. It got so crazy that they had to call in the task force to shut it down. The Bloods were good ass kickers, but the boys in blue were professionals. They were handing out ass whippings, pepper spray, and charges like free toys on Christmas. They were lenient with the celebrities, but all the regular folks were treated to rides to various precincts in and around Essex County. Portia almost broke down in tears when they slapped the handcuffs on her. She was already strapped for cash, and knowing that the few dollars she had managed to scrape up in Brick City would have to go towards her bond was the icing on the cake. Just when things seemed bleakest, Don B came to her rescue. She wasn't sure what he said, and honestly, she didn't care. But by the time he got finished whispering in the right ears and greasing the right palms, Portia was released along with the rest of his entourage. After they left the club, she rode with Don B and his crew back to the city in their Hummer. From the outside, all the windows were tinted so dark that you couldn't see the inside. But once Devil opened the door for Portia to climb in, and she got a good look, she was thoroughly impressed. Like the exterior, the interior was candy red, including the steering wheel and carpet. There was a standard row in the back of the extended truck, but Don B had ripped the rest out and replaced them with airplane seats that you could heat or cool to your liking. The leather was so soft that Portia felt like she would rip it if she moved the wrong way, so she tried to stay still for most of the ride. She had been in some nice rides before, but Don B's Hummer took the cake. Don B and Portia sat nestled in the row of the Hummer, sipping cognac and blowing push as they got to know each other a little better. From what she had heard about Don B, he was supposed to be some sort of ignorant-ass thug, but he was actually quite intelligent. She was thoroughly impressed as he took her through the history of jazz music and hip-hop, breaking down how the two were so closely related. He was so passionate when he spoke about music that Portia could tell he had a genuine love for it and wasn't just another rapper who was out to get paid. By the time they crossed the George Washington Bridge, the sun was just about up. Don B and Portia had been so wrapped up in their conversation that neither of them had noticed how fast the time was flying. Don B offered to take her to breakfast, which sounded like a great idea to Portia, who had the munchies like you wouldn't believe from all the weed they had smoked. They stopped at City Diner on Broadway, where they gorged on steak and eggs, and continued talking until the sun was well up. Of course, when they left, Don B cracked on Portia for sex, but she shut him down. She expected him to show his true colors and get mad, but he was surprisingly cool about it. By the time he dropped her off in the projects, Portia found herself head over heels in life with the superstar. Before going upstairs to take it down for the day, Portia decided to hit the supermarket for some milk and a box of Captain Crunch. She was still full from breakfast, but she knew by the time she woke up, she was going to be starving all over again. She was making her way down the cereal aisle when she spotted Alonzo in the back, stacking canned goods. When they made eye contact, she smiled and waved at him, but to her surprise, he gave her his back and kept working as if he hadn't seen her. "What up, Zoe?" Portia approached him. "Chillin'," he said over his shoulder, not bothering to look up from the crate of cans. Portia stepped around so that he had to face her. "Damn, what are you looking all silly about?" "Ain't nothing. Had a rough night is all." Alonzo's tone was flat. "Not the workhorse. I didn't know you actually hung out, or as much time as you spend in here." "I get around just like everybody else." He looked her up and down, then went back to his cans. "Alonzo, why you acting like I kicked your dog or something?" Portia asked. "I'm good, shorty. Like I told you, it was a rough night. I went out with my brother and some of his friends last night and things got a little crazy." "Really? Where'd you go?" "A little spot in Newark called Brick City. By the way, that was some little show you put on," he said with an attitude. Portia now understood why he was throwing shade her way. "So, you saw me dance, huh?" "Among other things," he capped. "I didn't know you were that flexible." "There's a lot you don't know about me, Alonzo." "Yeah, I'm starting to see that." Portia folded her arms. "Alonzo, I know you ain't got an attitude because you saw me dancing." "No, I don't have an attitude about anything. If you dance, sell pussy, or whatever the fuck it is that goes on in there, that's your business. I ain't got no papers on you," he said, a little sharper than he intended to. Portia's eyes narrowed to slit. "Nigga, you got me fucked up. First of all, I don't sell ass. I give it away freely to whomever I choose. And second of all, how dare you disrespect me like some low-life whore?" "I didn't call you a whore. I was just saying." "Forget it." Alonzo attempted to go back to stacking shelves, but Portia spun him around to face her. There was a fury in her eyes that he had never seen before, and it made him take a cautionary step back. "Let me make a few things clear to you so there's no misunderstanding between us. I don't give a damn how broke I am. I would never degrade myself by selling my body for a few punk-ass dollars. Maybe you're used to associating with those kinds of bitches, but I ain't the one or the two. Yeah, I strip, and I make no apologies for it. It isn't the most respectable job, but that doesn't give you a right to knock my hustle, especially when your ass is in here working in the supermarket. For as intelligent as you are, you're in here wasting your life working in a supermarket instead of shooting for something bigger. I may be a stripper, but at least I'm out there trying instead of settling. I do what I have to do to keep a roof over my head and food in my stomach. Simple as that. And if you ain't helping me pay those bills or feed myself, then it ain't none of your fucking business. She knocked over the cans and did just that. Now judge that. She stormed off down the aisle. Portia! He called after her, but she was long gone. Alonzo flopped down on the crate beside, watching the cans rolling around his feet. He hadn't meant to come at Portia so harshly, but his emotions took over his mouth, and it ended up all bad. The twisted part about it was that he wasn't sure if he was angrier at Portia for being a stripper, or at himself for what he had been dumb enough to walk into at Brick City. He hadn't slept a wink all night because every time he closed his eyes he saw blood. Allowing a stripper to lead him into an alley alone was a novice mistake, and he knew better. Being away from the streets for so long had dulled his instincts, but that situation had been a case of not exercising common sense. Had it not been for Ashanti, he would have been the one bleeding out onto the cracked Newark streets instead of those two kids. The boy's face was still as vivid in his mind as it had been the night before in the alley. Once the gun had been removed from the equation, the tough guy exterior had faded, and he'd been little more than a frightened kid. Alonzo tried to feel bad for what he had done, but he couldn't. Alonzo had carved him up so bad that he wasn't sure whether he had killed him or not, and at that point, it really didn't make a difference. The truth of the matter was that the moment that boy had picked up a gun and decided to try to rob Alonzo, he had ceased to be a child and stepped into the realm of grown men, so he'd been dealt with accordingly. Alonzo, those cans aren't going to pick themselves up. The manager, Mr. Green, hovered over him. I'm on it, Mr. Green, Alonzo told him. Then get to it, chop chop! Mr. Green clapped his hands and walked away. As Alonzo stood there looking at Mr. Green's departing back, he was tempted to hurl one of the cans at him, but getting fired wouldn't help things. While he knelt to pick up the cans, Portia's words came back to him, and he couldn't help but wonder if he really was just settling. Chapter 36. You plan on sleeping all day, or are you ready to rejoin the land of the living? Sahara stuck her head into Frankie's bedroom. Frankie removed the pillow from her head and looked around groggily. She felt like she had just gone to sleep. What time is it? Sahara checked her watch. 2:30. What time did you creep in here last night? Late, Frankie said, sitting up. Must have been super late, because I came in about 1, and you still work here. Where were you? You don't even know. Frankie wiped the cold from her eyes. She had been in the parking lot for most of the night selling crack, but it had been a slow grind. Fiends had come sporadically to cop from her, but she hadn't been able to get that steady flow. No matter, when the sun went down today, she planned to get back to it. When Frankie yawned, her nose was assaulted by the smell of something frying, which made her stomach growl. Damn, what you cooking? Just some wings and fries. I made enough for you if you want some, Sahara offered. Hell yeah! Frankie stretched. Then get your ass up and come in the living room because I sure as hell ain't serving you, Sahara told her. Alright, let me roll that first. Ew, at least brush your teeth before you put your mouth on the Dutch, Sahara teased her. Fuck you, Sahara. Ain't no telling what you had your skank-ass mouth wrapped around last night. Wherever I had my mouth, please believe it was minty fresh. Sahara let out a breath. Girl, you stupid, Frankie laughed. Speaking of skanks, is Portia up? Frankie shrugged. The hell if I know. I ain't seen her since I left her in Brick City last night. Frankie frowned. Brick City? Ain't that a strip joint or something? Or something is right. Girl, we had it popping in there last night. You went to a strip club with Portia? I have got to hear this story. Frankie tossed off the covers and sat up. It was then she realized that she was still fully dressed. She was so tired, she must have crashed without getting undressed. Sahara looked her up and down. Did you sleep in your clothes? Shit. Looks like I ain't the only one with a story to tell. Come on, let's get high so we can exchange gossip and bust these wings down. The first thing Portia noticed when she walked in was the smell of fried chicken, which told her that Sahara was home. The girl had her flaws, but knowing her way around the kitchen wasn't one of them. She propped her roll-on against the wall near the front door and made her way into the living room, where Sahara and Frankie were eating chicken wings and engaged in a deep conversation. From the way they both went silent, Portia knew she had been the topic. I knew my ears were ringing for a reason, Portia greeted her roommate. Wasn't nobody talking about you, Sahara lied. Where you been, Penny? Frankie did her Chip Fields impersonation. Girl, I had a wild night. Portia flopped on the couch. And a wilder morning from the looks of your hair, Sahara joked. I know you ain't talking. Portia looked at the mop on Sahara's head before snatching one of her chicken wings. So is King still here sleeping it off, or did he bounce already? When Sahara didn't answer, Portia knew what it was. Don't tell me he stayed you up again. It wasn't like that, Portia. He called me and told me he couldn't make it. Something came up. Sahara lied. She hadn't seen or heard from King since she'd left Brick City. She'd been calling and texting him all night and morning, and he still hadn't hit her back. Portia saw right through the lie. This wasn't the first time King had left Sahara hanging, and she was sure it wouldn't be the last. So how was Brick City? Frankie asked. Girl, it was off the chain. Portia went on to tell them of her adventures at Brick City and her morning with Don B. I can't believe you spent the morning with Don B. Frankie was surprised. And didn't fuck him, Sahara added. Sahara, why does everything have to be about sex with you? Portia rolled her eyes. It ain't just about sex, it's about sex and money. And your boy Don B has got plenty of it, Sahara said. So are you gonna fuck him? Sahara! I'm just saying, Pete, I'd fuck him if I had a chance. You'd fuck anything with a pulse, loose ass, Frankie cracked. At least my pipes ain't clogged. When was the last time you got dipped down again? Sahara rolled her neck. Okay, you two cats retract your claws. I'm in a good mood and I don't need y'all blowing it. Listen to you sounding like a love-struck puppy. Sahara pinched Portia's cheek. Portia swatted her hand away. Quit playing, ain't nobody loving nothing. I just think Don B is cool. With a healthy bank account, Sahara added. Yes, gold digger, with a healthy bank account. I can't even front. Them dudes was in the spot blowing wild people. And don't even get me started on his ride. I ain't never seen a Hummer tricked out like his. I felt like I was riding in a spaceship on the way uptown. Well, don't let yourself float too far into that orbit fucking with Don B, Frankie told her. And what do you mean by that? I mean, have fun, but don't get too caught up with that cat. I heard some real foul stories about Don B on the streets, Frankie warned. Like what? What's your question? Like he's a dog, treats women like shit. My homegirl's sister used to fuck with him back in the days before he blew up, and she said he treated her like the shit on the bottom of his shoe. Portia sucked her teeth. You know how bitches be hating. She's probably just mad that she missed the train when he was on his way to the top. Don B was a perfect gentleman when we hung out. And so was Jeffrey Dahmer until he got them motherfuckers in his crib and started snacking on them. Frankie countered. Portia, I ain't trying to tell you not to fuck with them. Just go into the situation with your eyes open, feel me? Yeah, Portia said, not really paying her any mind. She had heard her share of stories about Don B too, but he was a star, so a little baggage was to be expected. She wasn't stupid enough to go into the situation with Don B, expecting some great love affair, but she liked his company and would see for herself what he was about, instead of letting rumors and fears influence her decision. I'm tired as hell. I just want to put something on my stomach and lay down. Yeah, get your beauty sleep because the party continues tonight, Sahara said excitedly. What the hell is going on tonight? Frankie asked. Sahara rolled her eyes. King's surprise party, remember? Shit, did mention something about that. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it though, Sahara. I got something to do, Frankie said, thinking about the rest of the crack she had stashed in her bedroom. That makes two of us, Portia said. Sahara looked back and forth between them. I know y'all ain't serious. What do y'all have to do that's so damn important? I'm working on getting my end of the rent money up. We only got a few more days before they try to toss us out on our asses, Frankie reminded them. Sahara turned to Portia. And what's your excuse? I've got a date with Don B. So bring him with you. He'll probably know half of the criminal motherfuckers in there anyway. I don't think that'd be a good idea. And why not? Your little rapper boyfriend too good to hang out with us common folk? Sahara asked with an attitude. Portia thought about keeping it real with her friend and telling her how King had tried to push up on her, but she didn't want to hurt her feelings, so she lied. It's not like that, but he's taking me to a movie screening and then dinner, and I'm not sure what time everything will be over. I'll call you and see if the party's still popping at me. You bitches are so whack. Sahara got off the couch and pouted like a child. That's all right. I don't need y'all to have a good time. I can party like a rock star by myself. Sahara stormed into her bedroom and slammed the door. Damn, now I feel bad, Frankie said. Shit, I don't. Portia took the blunt clip out of the ashtray. King is an asshole and I ain't feeling him. Portia lit the clip and went on to tell Frankie the story of how King had tried to hit on her in the pub. That's some dirty shit. Frankie shook her head sadly. Tell me about it. But you know, if I try to bring it to Sahara, she's gonna get mad at me instead of him. So I'm gonna sit back and watch it unfold. Portia exhaled the smoke and passed the weed to Frankie. I'm about to check my emails before I lay down. She fired up the laptop that was sitting on the coffee table. As she was scrolling through her emails, she accidentally opened one that she was trying to delete. It was a pop-up from a pornographic website called browngirls.com, which boasted that it was one of the most widely watched African-American amateur porn sites. Some people have too much free time on their hands. Frankie looked over Portia's shoulders at the video image of a girl getting fucked in the ass. Damn, that looks painful. I tried it once and never again, Portia told her. As she stared at the video, she couldn't help thinking that she had seen the girl somewhere. I think I know this chick, Frankie. I might have seen her dancing at one of the bars. Frankie studied the girl's face, and she recognized her too. Nah, that ain't no stripper. That's a hoe. She laughed, but Portia didn't seem to get the joke. Portia, look real close and tell me where we know that skinny bitch from. Portia stared at the video, racking her brain, trying to place the girl. It wasn't until the girl faced the camera to receive the cum shot that it hit her. Oh shit, that's Betty! It sure is in all her skank-ass glory. Damn, I knew she was a jump off, but I didn't know she'd taken it this far. Portia leaned in closer to the screen. The way she was taking that dick, I don't know if I'm mad at her or proud of her. That bitch is just nasty. Mikey shook her head. Ain't no doubt about that. But who put her ass on this website? Boy, Levi, I wish I could have seen her face when Portia rolled up on us. I thought the girl was gonna shit her pants. He said, another take. Levi sat on the bench. Imagine, Levi said, lighting a cigarette. What I is why Boots think that the fact that she's a jump off is a secret. Happy shrugged his broad shoulders. Beats the hell out of me. Everybody and their mama knows that girl snatches over the business 24/7. Well, everybody except Bernie. Let me tell you something. Levi blew a cloud of smoke again. The day that nigga finally figures it out is the day he is going to jail for the rest of his life. You ain't never lied, because he sure as hell gonna kill her if he don't kill himself first. Happy laughed. I paid good money to see her finally get her sneaky ass beat. Fuck all that. I paid good money to see Portia for that bitch. Happy said seriously. That's a bad bitch. I've tried every angle I could think of to crack that, but she just ain't going for it. I just don't understand it, Happy shoved the last of the egg roll into his mouth and wiped his hands on his pants. Ain't too much to it when you understand the nature of a bitch, Levi. See, they all fall into categories, and Portia is what you would call an on-the-wagon hoe. What the hell is that? An on-the-wagon hoe is the same thing as an on-the-wagon drunk. They get clean and pretend that liquor is the devil. In the back of their mind, they still crave it. A bitch like Portia moves in these big money circles, but he's gonna always crave a street nigga hip deep in her box. Eventually, they all fall off the wagon, and so will Portia. And when she does, old Hat will be waiting on her. You're shot out, was the only response Levi could think of. He didn't know which was more amazing, the fact that Happy had actually voiced his warped theory, or the fact that he actually believed it. He had seen some girls stoop to unimaginable levels for Happy and his deep pockets, but Portia didn't strike him as that type or that desperate. Man, that ain't nothing but truth, Happy declared. All these bitches fall into a category. Portia is just one of them. Thankfully, before Happy could continue with his foolishness, Levi spotted the FedEx truck pulling up on the avenue, and a broad smile spread across his face. Be right back, Happy. Levi got off the bench and met the delivery man. He had been waiting for the package for weeks, and it had finally arrived. Levi's hands trembled as he tore open the package and read over the paperwork. The more he read, the bigger his grin got. What you got that got you cheese and so wide? Happy asked suspiciously. My ticket out of the ghetto, Levi said in a half-joking tone. That's a riot. Nigga, unless it's a check for $1 million in that bitch, your monkey ass will be sitting right here on these same bitches with me next summer. Happy snorted. I don't know why motherfuckers is always talking about getting out of the hood. Shit, I love the hood. You know, some people... Happy went on and on, but Levi wasn't listening because in his mind, he was already plotting his next move. People like Happy like to try to dash the dreams of others because they didn't have dreams of their own. But even his negative energy couldn't put a dent into Levi's armor that afternoon. Happy and the rest of the sorry motherfuckers in the hood might still be sitting on the benches next summer, doing the same shit, but not Levi. He planned on being somewhere warm with a drink in one hand and a titty in the other. Chapter 37. Once the sun had set, the streets returned to life, and so did Ashanti. It had been quiet that day for him. After partying all night with King James and his crew, Ashanti was exhausted. It had been a long time since he had a night like that, and it was good to have some good criminal fun again. Ashanti sat on the benches in front of 3150, thumbs flicking away on his PSP. His face was contorted into a mask of concentration as he tried to go for 30 with Kobe and 2K. He had never been big on video games, as he was always in the streets committing crimes, but ever since he appropriated the handheld game, he'd been glued to it. At the other end of the bench, a group of girls were talking about how it had gone down at a strip club in New Jersey the night before. Ashanti smiled because he knew they were talking about what had happened at Brick City. Alonzo had put it down on the kid in the alley, and Ashanti was impressed. He had always known Alonzo as a clean-cut working dude, but in that alley, Zoe Pound came out, and Ashanti had been impressed by what he saw. He had heard plenty of stories of how the kid gave it up, but seeing him in action was something else altogether. With his curiosity killing him, Ashanti inched down a bit so he could hear the girls clearer. As they told the story, he became confused. According to them, there was a huge riot, and the place had to be shut down. But when Ashanti and the rest had pulled out, the club was in full swing. Something must have gone down after they'd left. and he was kind of upset that he had missed it. There was nothing Ashanti appreciated more than a good rhyme. Psst, psst, he heard behind him, causing his head to snap around. On the other side of the fence was a young white dude, dressed in skinny jeans and a Ben Folds 5 t-shirt. Anybody looking? The dude asked him. Ashanti started to bark on him, thinking he might have been an undercover. But as he looked closely, he saw the telltale signs that the dude was a genuine addict. Ashanti didn't have any drugs on him, so he started to send the dude away, with an idea formed in his head. What do you need? Fishbowl. The dude told him, wiping his nose with the back of his hand. Ashanti knew that look. The dude was jonesing, and would be easy prey. Aye, come around the fence and meet me in the lobby, Ashanti told him, slipping his video game into his pocket, next to the small .22 he was carrying. The dude started up the path toward the building, and Ashanti fell in step a few seconds behind him. Ashanti slipped into the lobby for the dude to go into the staircase. I was looking sharp, but I didn't see him. Is this the same stuff he's pushing? The white dude asked Ashanti once they were in the stairwell. Yeah, that's my man, Ashanti told him, casting an occasional glance through the window in the staircase door to make sure the lobby was still clear. Cool, because the last time I came through to come from someone other than Shark, I got burned. The white dude told him. Nah, I ain't gonna burn you, but I am gonna fuck. Ashanti pulled his .22 and pointed it at the white dude. Run that bread, blood. The white dude made a face, as if he couldn't believe he was about to be robbed. Are you fucking serious? Has a heart attack. Now come up off that chain, and don't make me ask you again. Ashanti pressed the gun into the dude's chest. The dude dipped his hand into his pocket and fumbled around for a minute before producing some bills, which he handed over. Ashanti stuffed the bills into his pocket, then clubbed the white dude in the head with the gun, opening a wide gash and dropping him to one knee. Nigga, do I look stupid enough not to peep game when a motherfucker is trying to piece me off? Hey, cool out, man. The white dude used one hand to try to stop the flow of blood coming from his head, and the other to hand Ashanti the rest of his money. Dude, the least you could do is leave me bus here to get back downtown. Ashanti paused for a minute, as if he was considering it before he kicked the white dude in the gut. Oh, fuck your bus fare, pussy. You should have thought about that before you brought your ass up to Harlem to buy a drug. The sound of footsteps coming down the stairs drew their attention. Knowing that Ashanti wouldn't shoot him in front of witnesses, the white dude tried to use it to his advantage. Help! He's robbing me! He screamed. Shut the fuck up! Ashanti grabbed him by the front of his t-shirt and gave him a few whacks to the chin with his gun. What the fuck is this? King James rounded the corner of the second floor landing. He was flanked by Lakim and a young dude who ran with them named Wise. I know you remember stick-up shit in my building. He glared down at Ashanti. Yes, he's trying to rob me! The white dude said frantically, clawing at King's pant leg. Fuck off, you devil. King kicked him away. He turned his attention back to Ashanti. I asked you a question, God. This shit ain't about nothing. He came through trying to cop, and I'm just trying to show him that crack is whack. Ashanti smiled, but King didn't. Wise, take this crack outside and get him right. King ordered. Thanks, man. The white dude held his hand out to King, but the big man looked at it like it was a rattlesnake. Don't take my kindness for weakness, pussy. Get your poison and get the fuck out of my hood. King snarled at the white dude. The addict nodded and scrambled out of the staircase behind Wise. King descended the last few steps and stood directly in front of Ashanti. When niggas come to my hood to buy drugs, they get drugs. You want to rob addicts? Then do it outside these projects, you understand? I got you, King, but I don't know why you tripping off me, trying to stick that cracker, Ashanti said. I could give a fuck who you rob or kill, little one, unless it's done on my turf, King told him. Had you robbed that devil, the police would have been all up and through here, clamping my style, and that's no good. Like I said, just be mindful of where you conduct your business, Ashanti. Alright, I got you, King. Ashanti agreed. Yeah, we was just talking about your little ass, Lakim told Ashanti. Hey, just walk with us right quick. He held the stairwell door open for Ashanti to step out. Ashanti hesitated. King James and his crew were like a pack of wild dogs, vicious and unpredictable, so he never knew what to expect from them. He had been with their inner circle and witnessed the crime being committed, so he knew very well that he could be walking into a setup. He tightened his grip on the .22. King picked up on his hesitance. Be easy. If I wanted to rock you, that little ass gun wouldn't do much to stop you. King assured him. Come on. Ashanti was still hesitant, but he did as he was told. When they were outside, King started talking again. When Lakim told me to let you ride with us, I was skeptical. But after everything that happened, I'm glad you did. Not only did you carry yourself like a stand-up dude the whole time, but you saved your life. Ashanti shrugged. I was just holding it down. That wasn't about nothing. Maybe not to you, but it spoke volumes to me, King said. What are you doing with your life these days? I don't know. Just trying to live like everybody else. Robbing crackheads ain't living, little nigga. Lakim laughed. It's better than starving, Ashanti shot back. You got a point there, King said with a smirk. He then got serious. Ashanti, You remember a few years ago when I bumped into you and your boy Animal, and we had that talk? Yeah, Ashanti said, with a little sadness in his voice. That was the last time he had seen Animal. I tried to warn you against getting caught up in this lifestyle. And even though you acted like you were listening, I could tell by the look in your eyes that you had already made up your mind. What are you, some kind of mind reader? Ashanti asked. Nah, I was single 2 years ago. Things said you were John, you're your own man. So I may not agree with how you live. I can't knock you for it either because Allah knows I'm no angel. You've already made your choice, and I can't change your mind. But what I can change is how you live. King, what are you talking about? Ashanti was confused. He's talking about when you're down to get some real money. I can't cut in. Was good Sunday to see how a real nigga moves. No disrespect, but I came up under the realest nigga to ever touch a Harlem street. So I think I know how real niggas move, he said, reflecting on Animal and how it used to be for their little team. Animal was a beast, but he's gone. We're still here, King pointed out. I know you're out here living pillar to post and trying to keep food in the belly as best you can, but the world is so much bigger than that, and the game is so much sweeter when you're playing for a winning team. I ain't gonna twist your arm about it, but the offer's on the table.
Bro, what kind of shit you be on, bro?
Ashanti waited.
This
Since his team had been broken up, and he'd been left on his own, things had been hard on him. He was living, but barely, without Animal or Roscoe's back. His eyes were cold, and his face deathly serious as he spoke.
Ain't got nothing to say about it. Got nothing to say about it. Got nothing to say. I see you. 4 o'clock in the morning, 4:30 in the morning, you on my people's page,
I spent
right?
too much time in prison already to go back to another nigga. There's
Suspicious activity at 4 o'clock in the morning.
once given, my loyalty is unquestionable. That's something I learned from the big homie. King stared at him for a long moment, looking for a crack in his armor. Something that would show the telltale signs of uncertainty, but he found none. Where the eyes of an average teenage boy were full of life and wonder, and Ashanti's, he saw nothing. Riding with Animal all those years at such a young age, he knew Ashanti had seen far more than most grown men, and the fact that he was still knee-deep in it said a lot for his character. He was the last of a dying breed, and would be a strong piece on the chessboard by the time King was done grooming him. Chapter 38. And what are you doing here? Miss Ronnie said when she walked into her apartment and found Gucci lying on her couch, watching television. The house reeked of weed, and there were empty Chinese food containers on the coffee tables. Jesus, I thought you'd be happy to see me, Mom. Gucci sucked her teeth. I'm always happy to see you, but not unannounced. What if I had a man up in here waiting on me to get in from work? Ma, you know you allow no men to be laying up in your house, especially when you're not home. And what the hell are you wearing? Gucci looked at her mother up and down. She was rocking a one-piece gold catsuit with gold shoes that went almost perfectly with a metallic gold wig. Ms. Ronnie twirled around so that Gucci could see the whole outfit. You like it? I bought it on sale from Walmart. You should have left it in Walmart. Little girl, you don't know shit. I've been resting and dressing since before your little ass was born, so I know what's fly and what's not. Ma, that outfit might have been rocking in the 80s, but in the new millennium, you look kinda crazy. Gucci laughed. Crazy is me shooting your ass and telling the police I thought you were a burglar, Miss Ronnie said with a roll of her eyes. And where the weed at? And don't lie and say you ain't got none because I smell it all up and through here. Your ass is like a bloodhound. Gucci pulled the clip from beneath the magazine on the table and tossed it to her mother. And don't take my blunt to the face because it's the last of it. Girl, when you're in this house, ain't no such thing as my, unless it's in reference to mine. Miss Ronnie told her before lighting the clip. Lots of smoke. What are you doing here? Nothing. I just need to get low for a while, that's all. Gucci said, as if it were nothing, but Ms. Ronnie knew better. Gucci. She sat on the couch next to her daughter. You came out of this room, so I can tell when something is bothering you. Now you can either tell me what's wrong, or I can make you tell me. She began tickling Gucci. Gucci had been extremely ticklish since she was a little girl, and Ms. Ronnie often used this tactic to get the truth out of her. Okay, stop before you make me pee on my own. Gucci laughed. If you want to know the truth, I'm hiding from Tiana. Why? Did you girls have a falling out or something? No, it's nothing like that. I just promised her that I would go to this party with her tonight, but I really don't want to go. She's been blowing my phone up for hours and I haven't picked up. Now, you know that ain't right. You and Tiana have been thick as thieves for as long as I can remember, and I'm sure you dragged her to more than a few places that she didn't want to go to. The free clinic being one that I can think of off the top of my head. Ms. Ronnie joked. Ma, you ain't even right for that. And she shook her head. Stop. You know I love Tiana like she was one of my own, but the girl has some issues. Yeah, but she's getting it together. And below. Ms. Ronnie raised her hand to the sky and passed the weed to Gucci. So why don't you want to go to this party? I don't know, Mom. I just don't feel up to it. And she curled her legs under her and dug a chicken wing out of one of the greasy bags. Before she could bite it, Ms. Ronnie plucked the chicken wing from her wrap.
That's crazy, dog, that people would really fuck your family member. Like, you fucking on them, but they trying to fuck your cousins. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I'm getting sick. That's not true, Mom. Gucci denied. The hell it isn't. When is the last time you went out somewhere? I go out all the time. I'm not talking about going shopping or taking trips by yourself. I mean really going out and had a good time with your friends. There's more to life than clubbing, Mom. You would have to actually be living to be able to tell somebody about life, honey. And this shuffling around you're doing ain't living. It's making you old before your time. You used to be such a vibrant girl. But ever since what happened to Animal, you've been a shell of yourself. This has nothing to do with Keyshawn, Gucci said, getting defensive. This has everything to do with him, Gucci. At first, I was sympathetic to your pain.
That's crazy, ain't it? Like, literally, you in a relationship with them, and you done, they done met your family, now they want to fuck your family versus fucking you. That's crazy. Hey, that's crazy, dog. Try to fuck a nigga cousin is crazy. Fucking a nigga cousin is crazy. Fucking a nigga homeboy is crazy too. I ain't never tried to fuck none of my girl family or her friends. Like, what kind of weird ass shit is that? There's some slime ball ass people out here though. They'll fuck your cousins. They'll fuck your family members. They don't give a fuck. They've been whores. They're gonna stay whores.
And we can't dictate how fast it feels when it's been
They'll
broken.
fuck your homeboy. Fuck your homeboy and tell you that ain't your homeboy. That's what they do. They go
then do something about
fuck
it.
your partner and tell you that ain't your partner.
Put on some clothes and some makeup and go have a good time with your friend. You owe it to Tiana, but more importantly, you owe it to yourself.
Now slow it down. Slow it down. I like to see them lights.
No, I don't bite my tongue for nobody. Right is right and wrong is wrong. Ms. Ronnie snatched the clock back. Now call that girl and handle your business. She walked into the bedroom.
4 o'clock in the morning.
She walked down the hall to the bathroom and looked at
and you on my cousin page. Why you on my cousin page at 4 o'clock in the morning? I don't give a damn who died. Like, what?
At once, demanded all of them.
What?
My mother's words rang in her head.
Bruh, there be some weird activity going on. You know what? Happiness. Happiness. We alive, we free, and we working, baby. Good reasons to be happy. Alive, free, and working, baby. Thank God. Thank God. Thank God. That's the happiness we got right now. We alive, we free, and we working. Thank God, thank God, thank God.
You know how long I've been trying to call you?
Alive, free, and working.
I know, but I was going through something and turned off my phone. Look, are you still trying to put that on your time? Yeah. I was going with or without your stinking ass because I had a feeling you were going to flake on me and pull this bleeding widow shit. I can't front. I started to, but I want to go. Really? What put on this change of heart? Tiana was surprised. Sometimes you have to live in order to understand what life is about. And she said, reflecting on the talk she'd had with her mother. Huh? Never mind, T. Give me a few to go home and get dressed, and I'll be through to pick you up. Chapter 39. Look at you getting all sexy. Frankie leaned in the doorway of Portia's bedroom, watching her finish dressing. She had on a tight-fitting red dress that dropped to her navel in the front, showing off an ample amount of cleavage. You know I gotta do it big for our first official date, and I want to leave an impression on him. Portia winked, doing the last strap on her 3/4 ankle boot. You're gonna leave more than an impression, Ma. That nigga is gonna be all over you, girl. I hope you got your pepper spray. Portia stopped buckling. Frankie, why do you keep trying to throw Don B under the bus? Because the boy is scandalous, Frankie said simply. I'll bet you wouldn't feel that way if I told you he had a friend for you to hook up with. Portia accused. Yes, I would, because any nigga who hangs with Don B is probably scandalous too. Just because a guy has money doesn't mean he has morals. Besides, I never really dug hustlers. I've always been more partial to the gainfully employed, like Alonzo. Now, that's who you should have hooked up with. Fuck Alonzo. Portia spat. What's that all about? Frankie wondered. Alonzo has been such a cool dude, even letting them get free stuff from the supermarket when they were low on cash. I don't like how he came out his mouth earlier when I was in the store. Him and his boys were in Brick City and saw me doing my thing, and this nigga gets an attitude acting like I got the plague or something because I did. I'm like, are you fucking serious? Maybe his feelings were hurt, Frankie suggested. Hurt over what? I didn't do anything to him. Frankie shook her head. Portia, You can't be that fucking young. Alonzo has been head over heels in love with you since you first moved around here. So seeing you out there shaking your ass in front of all them dudes was probably a shock to his system. He's a man in love, so you should try to be a little more understanding. Who knows?
You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, that's crazy. That's crazy. Life is what you make it, man. Life is what you fucking make it. And we're gonna make some lemonade and we're gonna have a good time. Extra sugar.
Bro.
Put that sugar on my tongue.
That chick did up.
She gonna give me some. She put it right there on my tongue. Sweet, sweet.
It'll be a matter of
Sweet, sweet.
Two drops with that cat. And so Alex was trying to see the writing on the walls. You're one to talk. Frankie raised an eyebrow. Portia rolled her eyes. Please, those are two different situations. She's chasing a pretty-ass crack dealer, and I'm chasing a legitimate businessman. Ha! That's funny. Don B has seen more than his fair share of courtrooms. That boy has been linked to more murders over the last few years than swine flu, Frankie said. And he ain't spent a day in jail. So what does that tell you? That he's slicker than a pig in shit. Hater, Portia said, ratting her purse off the bed. So what are you gonna do tonight? Frankie shrugged. Probably just hang around here and see if I can get a few of these pieces off. You know, the moment of truth is right around the corner, and if we don't have that money, the kind of dudes we're dating will be the least of our concerns. I don't know why you're saying we're, like your ass has had a date since Jesus turned water to wine. Portia joked. Whatever. I'm just picky about who I go out with. A big bank account don't move me, ma. Which is why you're home alone tonight. Toodles! Portia winked and headed out. Skank, Frankie said when she heard the front door slam. Now that everyone was out of the house, it was time for Frankie to get ready for her date with the traffic. Portia stepped out of her building shining like new money. She was greeted by smiles, waves, and compliments from the people she knew, as well as people who had never spoken to her before. A few of the locals tried to holler, but she looked right through them. She wasn't about to waste time with commoners when she had a date with royalty. She made her way down the path toward the avenue, trying her best not to break her ankles in high heels. She scanned the street for Don B's Hummer, but there was no sign of him. Portia found that strange, as he had called her 10 minutes ago and told her to be downstairs in 5 minutes. Where the hell are you? She looked at the watch. You got America's Next Top Model. Star slithered out from whatever rock he'd been hiding under, following him like lost puppies, or his henchman, Mitch, and a lanky kid everyone knew simply as Spoon. Where'd you off to? The track? He laughed, and so did his boys. I'll bet your mama wish she would have swallowed you, Portia cacked. Mama ain't swallow me, but you can. What's up? I got $20 for you to let me and my boys take turns dumping in your mouth. Scar waved a $20 bill at her. Scar, you's a real punk-ass nigga. You're always out here talking to chicks, but when them niggas from the other side came over here, you were too busy running to pop shit. She spat. This struck a nerve in Scar. What you say to me, bitch? You heard me, coward. I think it's time for me to teach your tramp ass some manners. He took a menacing step toward her. Scar, on my mama, if you put your hands on me, I'm gonna have you locked up after I cut you. Portia threatened. She was scared to death, but wouldn't give him the satisfaction of showing it. I'll have knocked you out and woke you back up before the police make it here. He grabbed her by the arm. You're gonna learn to respect me, bitch. Scar raised his hand. Before he could swing, they were all bathed in the bright headlights of a red Bentley coupe. What's poppin'? We got a problem here? Don B's voice boomed as he hopped out of the driver's side. He was draped in a red Pele jacket, dark jeans, and a red California Angels cap. We got a problem, Don B repeated, lifting his jacket to expose the butt of the gun in his pants. I don't know, do we? Portia looked at Scar. Scar wisely released Portia's arm and took a step back. Nah, we ain't got no problem. He glared at Don B. Don B stepped up and stood toe-to-toe with Scar. Are you sure? Because the way you're mugging me, I think we had a problem. The gun dangled in his hand at his side. Nah, no problem, big dog. Scar gave him a sarcastic smirk. Don B matched his smirk before slamming the gun into the side of Scar's head. Scar crumbled in a heap, clutching his head. Mitch and Spoon took a step toward Don B, but when he turned the gun on them, they froze in place. I wish you niggas would. He cocked the hammer. You good, boo? He asked Portia. Portia kicked Scar in the ribs. I am now. Don B tucked his gun. Let's get out of here before one of these niggas makes me go up top on them. He extended his arm. Portia hooked her arm around his. Ready when you are, Daddy. She smirked at the angry boys as she and Don B walked to the Bentley. Scar lay on the ground, fuming, as he watched the couple enter the Bentley. His head throbbed from where Don B had cracked him with the gun, but his pride hurt worse than anything else. He was so mad that he wanted to cry, but he held his gangster face. Scar had been embarrassed in his hood and in front of his team. It was an offense that he couldn't let slide. He would settle up with Portia and eventually Don B, who before that night had been his favorite rapper. Mitch reached down to try to help Scar off the ground. "You good?" "Fucking around me, nigga." Scar swatted him away and got to his feet on his own. "That punk stole me, and y'all just stood around and let it go down." "But he had a gun, Scar," Spoon tried to reason. "You got a gun too, jackass." Scar yanked up Spoon's shirt and snatched the gun out of his pants. "Give me my motherfucking strap, pussy. That bitch Portia thinks she can just style on me and I ain't gonna do nothing? Laugh now, bitch, but you gonna cry later. Y'all bring y'all asses on and let's put in this work."
You know, I really don't want to believe nothing about my family or my cousin or nothing like that, but I just don't trust nobody or nothing at this point. I just don't. But we're going to change the conversation to change the situation. We ain't going to think too much on negative shit. If it's happening, it's happening. If it's not, it's just not. But it's not for me to try to figure it out. It's not for me to try to figure out none of this shit. What it is for me to do is find me some happiness today, because I should be happy. So, in all your doing and all your getting, on this millionaire mission, hold up, y'all can't see it, make sure y'all can see it. You feel me? Gotta make sure they see it so they know what I'm talking about. See that right there on the hat, millionaire mission? You see that there on the shirt, millionaire mission? You see I be riding around with the work, millionaire mission. You see it ain't no game, it's always with me. I'm gonna get some food and put it in the kitchen. So as I continue to splash on this fishbowl with another episode, I'm gonna grab me some Z's before they come unload this satchel. And like I said, there ain't no time for sleep. I need another one. I need another load. Let's go. Millionaire mission, splashing the fishbowl. Appreciate y'all being here. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Stay prayed up. Find you some happiness, because you should be happy. You heard me.